I'm 9 years old, and this Christmas was the first one without my dad. He got really sick last summer with something the doctors called cancer, and even though he fought super hard, he passed away in October. Mom says he's in heaven now, watching over us like a guardian angel, but I don't know. It just feels empty without him. I wanted to share this because it's been stuck in my chest, and maybe writing it out will help. Sorry if it's a bit messy. I'm typing this on my mom's old laptop while she's asleep. Our family used to be the four of us, me, my little sister Lily who's 6, mom, and dad. Dad was the king of Christmas. He'd blast those old carols on his scratched-up CD player. The ones with Bing Crosby crooning about white Christmases. Even though we live in Florida where it's like 70 degrees outside. He'd lift me up on his shoulders to put the star on the tree, and we'd all laugh when Lily tried to eat the popcorn garland. But this year, everything's different. Mom tried to keep things normal, but her eyes get all red and puffy when she thinks we're not looking. We started decorating the tree a couple weeks ago. Usually, Dad would drag the fake pine out of the attic, grumbling about how it shed more needles than a real one, but secretly loving it. This time, Mom and I hauled it down ourselves. Lily helped unwrap the ornaments, but she kept asking, "Where's Daddy? He always does the lights." I didn't know what to say. I just hugged her and said he'd want us to make it pretty. We hung up the shiny balls and the ones we made in school, mine with the glittery handprint from kindergarten. But there was this one ornament, a little glass snowman Dad bought on our trip to the mountains 2 years ago. When I held it, my throat got tight like I swallowed a marble. Mom saw and pulled me into a hug. "He'd be proud of how brave you're being," she whispered. We didn't say much after that. Christmas Eve was the hardest. Dad had this tradition of reading, the night before Christmas, before bed. He'd do funny voices for the reindeer, Rudolph with a nasally twang that made us giggle until our bellies hurt. Without him, Mom tried, but her voice cracked on the part about St. Nick. Lily fell asleep halfway through, clutching her stuffed bear that Dad gave her. I stayed up, staring at the stockings hanging by the fireplace. Dad always filled them with silly stuff. Chocolate coins, those tiny puzzles, and notes with bad jokes like, "What do you call a snowman with a six-pack? An abdominal snowman." Mine was empty now, except for the one Mom snuck in. I tiptoed downstairs later, the house all quiet except for the hum of the fridge. There was mistletoe hanging in the doorway, another Dad thing. He used to grab Mom under it and dip her like in the movies, making us kids groan but secretly smile. I stood there alone looking up at it and whispered, "I miss you, Dad." A tear plopped on the floor and I felt so confused. Like, why did he have to go? Was it something I did? But then I remembered what he always said. Life's like a snowball fight. Sometimes you get hit, but you gotta keep throwing. Christmas morning, we woke up to the smell of Mom's cinnamon rolls baking, trying to fill the air with something warm. Lily tore into her gifts like a tornado, squealing over a new dollhouse. I got a bike, which was cool, but opening presents without Dad's goofy commentary felt wrong. He wasn't there to pretend the wrapping paper was a hat or to film us with his phone, yelling, "Smile for the memory bank." That's when it hit me, this big wave of sadness. I excused myself to the bathroom and just sat on the edge of the tub, hugging my knees. Why us? Why now? Mom found me and we cried together. She said it's okay to feel mixed up, that Christmas is about love even when it hurts. But then something kinda magical happened. While cleaning up the paper mess, Lily found an old envelope tucked behind the tree. It was from Dad, from last year, I think. Inside was a drawing he'd made of our family as superheroes with a note. "To my heroes. Remember, we're unbreakable together." We all stared at it and Lily said, "Daddy's still here, right?" I nodded, even though my heart ached. We decided to hang it on the fridge as our new tradition. It didn't fix everything, but it felt like a tiny light in the dark, a way to keep him with us. This holiday was sad and weird, but Mom's hugs are warmer now, and Lily's laughs remind me we're still a team. I guess that's hope, huh? Dad would want us to keep going, throwing those snowballs. Anyway, thanks for reading my ramble. Has anyone else gone through this? How do you handle the first Christmas without someone you love? I'd love to hear. Maybe it'll help.